as a test case. Lawyers for Liberty and few lawyers, including Mr. Surendran and Mr. Eric Paulson and myself, decided to make an application to question the decision made by the NRD Director General, who has written a letter in response to the request by Madam Lechubi, who asked how can she actually make the application for citizenship. They replied, NRD replied, sending a letter saying that she will not be able to claim her citizenship under any clauses in the whole federal constitution. So basically saying that she cannot apply at all. So with that decision, we put in an application to review it, and we filed it on the 10th of December 2012, and the matter came up before the court finally on hearing date. At the hearing date, the court actually, the judge actually told JPNs, the Federal Council basically, why not try to resolve this matter? Looking at the facts of the case, she thinks this case can be resolved outside court, which then they requested for another date. And in the meantime, pending the next hearing date, JPN actually wrote to us and asked Madam Lechubi and her two daughters to go and fill up certain forms to verify their status. And by Friday, we got in, gave all the documents that was already given in court, and much to our surprise, of course, we were very happy, they actually processed it. And today we got the certificate, which is what we've been looking for. This is the Sijil Pengesahan Taraf by operation of law. Now the significance of that kind of citizenship is this. This is something that is by right. This is not something that can be taken away. You can't strip the person away from their right as a citizen. So after 30 years of attempting to get a citizen card, she has been holding on to a red IC, which gives her nothing. She's just considered a PR. And her two daughters who were denied proper schooling because of the lack of documentation, and their children who is unable to register and may have trouble in going to school. So it's a generational impact on the fact that they don't have ICs. They've managed to even process their My Cards, and hopefully within 24 hours tomorrow they should be able to get the card. What we also feel that, of course, in the case of Madam Lechubi, many years have passed, and you are unable to get a compensation of what she has lost, but at least her children should be able to move on. As you know, because the two daughters doesn't have documents, they are unable to register their marriage. And when they don't register their marriage, strangely, what NRD does is they make it a point that you have to get the marriage certificate as a requirement to be registered as a citizen. So in other words, in the case of Lechubi and her two daughters, Sarojini and Mala, Sarojini and Mala's children cannot get their cards despite the fact the father is Malaysian, because the mother doesn't have a document. They said that they must register first their marriage, which is impossible because she doesn't have a document. See, you can see how vicious this whole thing is. But nevertheless, we are very happy that this is very significant for us to be able to push for these rights after many campaigns and highlighting the issue, not getting any constructive response from ministers, governments and things like that. We had hoped when Anwar Ibrahim announced that if the Pakatan had taken over the federal government, he would resolve it in 100 days. We could resolve this case in 1 day. In 1 day we could resolve. So that claim by Anwar Ibrahim that he would be able to solve it in 100 days is very possible.